You're driving through Manhattan. Maybe you rolled through a yellow light that turned red. Maybe you were doing 42 and a 30. Then you get the ticket. And that's when you discover something most New Yorkers don't know until it's too late. In New York City, traffic tickets don't go to regular court. They go to the Traffic Violations Bureau, the TVB. And in the TVB, the rules are completely different. No plea bargaining, no reducing the charge. You either plead guilty or not guilty. And the standard of proof, it's not beyond a reasonable doubt like in criminal court. It's clear and convincing evidence, a much lower bar. Today, we're breaking down how to actually fight a traffic ticket in New York. Whether you're dealing with the TVB in the city, camera tickets, or the totally different system outside NYC. Let's start with what makes New York City different from everywhere else. The Traffic Violations Bureau is an administrative court run by the New York State Department of Motor Vehicles. It handles all non-criminal traffic tickets issued in the 5 boroughs: Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx, and Staten Island. If your ticket is for a criminal offense like DWAI, reckless driving, or aggravated unlicensed operation, that goes to criminal court. But for regular moving violations, speeding, running lights, failure to yield, you're in the TVB. Here's what makes the TVB so different from regular traffic courts. First, there's no plea bargaining. In most of New York State outside the city, you can negotiate with a prosecutor. Get a speeding ticket reduced to a parking violation, get the points lowered. In the TVB, none of that exists. The administrative law judge can only find you guilty or not guilty on the exact charge written on the ticket. Second, the burden of proof is lower. In criminal court, it's beyond a reasonable doubt. In the TVB, it's clear and convincing evidence. That's a significant difference that makes conviction easier. Third, no supporting depositions. Outside New York City, you can request a supporting deposition from the officer, detailed information about the basis for the ticket. In the TVB, you don't get that. You walk into your hearing knowing only what's on the ticket. Fourth, the hearings are fast. The average TVB hearing takes about 15 minutes. The officer testifies. You can cross-examine, you can testify. The ALJ decides. It's efficient for the system and challenging for you. Now let's talk about what happens when you're found guilty. The point system. New York assigns points based on the violation. Speeding 1 to 10 miles per hour over the limit is 3 points. 11 to 20 over is 4 points. 21 to 30 over is 6 points. 31 to 40 over is 8 points. More than 40 over is 11 points. Running a red light is 3 points. Reckless driving is 5 points. Following too closely is 4 points. Using a mobile device while driving is 5 points. Here's what changed recently and what's coming. New York's DMV approved major overhauls to the point system in late 2024. While the full implementation is still rolling out, the TVB's computer system isn't fully updated yet. Here are the key changes. The look-back period for point accumulation is extending from 18 months to 24 months. That means points stay active against you for longer. Certain violations that previously carried no points now carry 11 points. This includes DWI, DWAI, and aggravated unlicensed operation. Previously, you'd face other penalties for these, but not points. Now you're getting the maximum point hit too. New York has one of the most aggressive camera enforcement programs in the country. Red light cameras, speed cameras, school zone cameras, and camera tickets have their own special rules. First, the good news. In most cases, camera tickets don't add points to your driving record. They're issued to the registered owner of the vehicle, not the driver. So if someone else was driving your car, they don't get points. The bad news, you still have to pay the fine. And if you don't, there are consequences. Red light camera violations in NYC carry a $50 fine. Speed camera violations are also $50. Sounds cheap, right? But if you don't pay within the specified time, late fees start adding. And eventually it can affect your ability to register your vehicle. Can you fight camera tickets? Yes, But the options are limited. You can request a hearing and argue that you weren't driving, you had an emergency, the camera malfunctioned, or the signage was inadequate. But you need evidence. Key defense strategies in the TVB: challenge the officer's observations. Were they in a position to clearly see the violation? How far away? What was their vantage point? Question the equipment. For speeding tickets, was the radar or laser properly calibrated? Can the officer prove it? Raise procedural issues. Was the ticket properly filled out? Are there errors that create ambiguity? Present your version. If you have a credible explanation, you were driving an unfamiliar vehicle, there was an obscured sign, there was a legitimate emergency, present it clearly. Quick note for those dealing with tickets outside NYC: your system is completely different. Outside the 5 boroughs, traffic tickets go to local city, town, or village courts. These are part of the judicial system, not the DMV administrative system. The key difference? Plea bargaining is allowed. In most courts outside NYC, you can negotiate with the prosecutor. A speeding ticket might get reduced to a parking violation, 0 points. A 4-point violation might become a 2-point violation. This is why traffic attorneys outside NYC often have higher success rates. They're not just arguing before a judge, they're negotiating deals. One final strategy to know about: the New York Point and Insurance Reduction Program. This is a DMV-approved defensive driving course. Complete it, and you get up to 4 points deducted from your driving record. You also get a 10% reduction on your liability and collision insurance premiums for 3 years. The New York traffic system isn't designed to be fair. It's designed to be efficient. Millions of tickets, billions in revenue. The TVB in particular is a challenging arena. No plea bargains, lower burden of proof, fast hearings. But that doesn't mean you're helpless. Know the rules, know the point consequences. Calculate the insurance impact. Decide whether an attorney is worth the investment. Subscribe for more, and see you in the next one.